Okay, so I'll show you the slide, but before that I'll just discuss the questions that is left now. One more thing, what we did yesterday is you have written the steps, important conditions of fire to take place. Now after that, these three conditions you have written. Now just write one line that fire can be controlled by removing any one or more of these conditions. This is the way
Ma'am,
to
I
control.
wrote it last time, ma'am.
You have written. So how do we control fire? By removing any one of these or more of these conditions, one or two. You can and the fire extinguisher uses this principle only in controlling fire. Okay, so this line is important. Now how do we control fire? Using water and using carbon dioxide. So just write down two methods of controlling fire. Don't write the full paragraph, I'll tell you what to write. How do we control fire? First point is by using water. Okay, same way you just write water is used only when materials like wood, paper, etc. are on fire. Okay, okay, it cannot be used in controlling electrical equipments, when electrical equipments or electrical fire, because water conducts electricity and can harm those trying to put out fire. So they will get electric shock. Okay, and the fire will not be controlled. Water cannot be used to put out oil also. This is important. Now you have to write full only. Water cannot. So the reasons are asked why water cannot be used in controlling oil based fires and electrical fires, because it can harm the people, because water is a good conductor of electricity. So it will harm the people trying to put out the fire. People will get electrocuted.
Then we have to write this.
Yes, the underlined portion you have to write. And the second point is by using carbon dioxide. How do we control fire using carbon dioxide is, you have to write carbon dioxide is heavier than air and it covers the fire and cuts off the supply of oxygen. This we have already have a discussion in the previous class. So just write down this. Whatever I have underlined, write down those points. Carbon dioxide is stored at high pressure as liquid in cylinders. Okay. Now, where is carbon dioxide extinguisher used? It is used to control the electrical fires and oil and petrol-based fires. Okay, so that also, if you want, you can write. Otherwise, you can remember also. So this is, water is not used in electrical equipment fire and petrol, diesel fire, oil-based fire, inflammable material fire. Why? Because it conducts electricity and it can harm the people who are trying to put out the fire. Okay, so when questions are asked, the answers will be from here only. Methods of controlling fire by using water and by using carbon dioxide. A textbook, how many of you have got? Mandela science textbook. Only okay, 4 people have got now. Abdullah, Munib, Amina, and Umaira. You are also having na?
I have two, ma'am. I can ask my brother for it.
Yes, yes, you can take Ahmad. So Rashda is also having. Only Yahya, Muhammadi, Anas. Okay, you are not having it. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll be doing some questions from the book also. I'll give you the questions. Those who don't have the book, they can write the question in the notebook, and we can do the question. Not now, not today. Today, though, we are doing these questions only. Okay, completed.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
How many of you are writing carbon dioxide? Okay, all of you are writing. Should I change?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Yeah. Mohammadi, are you there in the class?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So all of you have written?
No,
Most of
ma'am.
you
I'm
have
on carbon dioxide.
No,
you can
ma'am.
write from the recording also, those who have not yet
Only
completed.
last is
Complete it. Now see what is written. Sodium bicarbonate is baking soda ka chemical formula. Okay. I have given you in the fill in the blanks also. What is the chemical name of baking soda? So here it is written. The answer is from here, sodium bicarbonate. And this answer will come how carbon dioxide controls fire. So this will come. Okay, why water cannot be used in controlling electrical fire and oil-based fire. So this will be the reason. And if it is asked, what are the methods of controlling fire, then both the points you have to write. This line also you write, water cannot be used in electrical fire. I have not underlined, but you have to write why water cannot be used in controlling electrical fire, because water conducts electricity and can harm those trying to put out the fire. And why it cannot be used to control oil petrol fires, because they float on water and continue to burn. Okay, so these are the two
Ma'am, the
important.
oil floats on water.
Yeah, oil and water do not get mixed up. Okay, if you see, if you put oil on water, you will see oil will be on the top.
Oil is insoluble in water.
Yes, oil is insoluble in water. Okay, so I'm changing now. Clear all. So, now this we have already done. Yeah.
Ma'am, will you be discussing the worksheet now?
Questions I'll be discussing. I just wanted to show you one fire extinguisher. This is a diagram of soda acid type fire extinguisher. This is another third type of fire extinguisher. In this type of fire extinguisher, what happens? See, this is a small bottle here. just now you saw a video where there was a baking soda like this in it was made in a tissue, it was kept in a tissue paper and kept like this. Okay, so here you have in this small bottle you have sulfuric acid, and on the base in here you have rest of the area you have sodium bicarbonate solution. Okay, sodium bicarbonate is actually baking soda only. Okay, that is a chemical name of sodium bicarbonate. So you can see here acid is there.
What is sulfuric acid?
Yeah,
What is
did you ask?
sulfuric acid?
Sulfuric acid is an acid. I told you, I was speaking about it in the last class also. It is an acid, H2SO4. Okay. So this is a very strong acid. So this acid and the sodium bicarbonate, when they react, they produce carbon dioxide. So normally when it is not in use, what happens? It is kept like this. It is in bottle. Sulfuric acid will be in bottle, and and they are not mixed because they are in separate compartment. Now, when there is a fire, somewhere, and what happens, you just turn this knob on the top. When you turn this knob, this is a glass bottle, this breaks down. When this breaks, the sulfuric acid gets mixed up with sodium bicarbonate, and carbon dioxide gas is produced, which is sprayed on the fire. Okay, so this in the similar way as we saw in the DIY fire extinguisher. Okay, so there you don't have a bottle, here you have a bottle. There you had a baking soda in this and vinegar here. Vinegar में acid होता है, right? तो यहाँ पे you have here acid and here you have sodium bicarbonate. So this type of fire extinguisher is called as soda acid type fire extinguisher. This diagram is there in your textbook, Mandela textbook, so you can refer from there also. So basically what is happening over here? A chemical reaction between sulfuric acid and sodium bicarbonate to produce what? Carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so basically you want carbon dioxide to put out the fire. So this is the diagram of soda acid type fire extinguisher. Why soda? Because baking soda sodium bicarbonate hai, so soda and acid is H2SO4. So this is soda acid type fire extinguisher. Okay,
I have one question, ma'am.
yes Muni.
Ma'am, in that worksheet we have to write the questions, or we can only write answers. That is also okay.
Write the question. It will be better to check. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
coming to the questions now. The questions which I have given you, just check your answer. Those who have already done. Those who have not done can do it and complete it. Refer the answers and I'm giving over here. So classify the type of changes. Those who have done, tell me. Photosynthesis is what type of change? Amina, what change? Chemical. Dissolving sugar in water. Yes, physical. Munib, burning of coal.
Chemical.
Chemical. Melting of wax. Muhammadi, melting of wax.
Ma'am, it is chemical.
Melting is always physical. Melting is phase change. So melting of wax is physical. Okay.
Physical.
Burning of candle में दो चीजें आती हैं, एक melting of wax, एक burning of wick. So burning is chemical. Beating aluminium to make aluminium foil.
Physical.
Physical. Yes. Digestion of food.
Chemical.
Chemical change. Yes. State true and false. Cutting a log of wood into pieces is a chemical change.
False.
False. Yes. Formation of manure from leaves is a physical change.
False.
It should be true. No, sorry. Physical change likha hai na? It is a chemical.
Yeah, because color change.
Ma'am,
Iron
what is
pipe.
first one, ma'am? What is, ma'am? Can you start again, ma'am?
True, false. True, false. Mein first one is false.
No, ma'am. No,
Second.
not true, false, ma'am. That from first question only photosynthesis and
Where were you? Photosynthesis is chemical. Dissolving sugar is physical. Burning of coal is chemical. Melting of wax is physical. This is also physical. Aluminium foil. Digestion of food is chemical. Cutting of log of wood is a chemical change. It is false. Formation of manure from leaves is a physical change. It is false. Iron pipes coated with zinc do not get rusted easily. Is it true or false?
True, ma'am. True.
Yes, true. It is called as galvanization. Covering of iron with zinc is called as galvanization. Okay. Iron and rust are same substances, true or false? False, because they are different substance. Iron when react with oxygen and water forms rust. Condensation of steam is not a chemical change, true or false?
True.
True, it is a physical change. Okay. When carbon dioxide is passed through lime water, it turns milky due to the
Understand this question, so
Achha, we have not done this. It forms milky due to the formation of calcium carbonate. Okay. So, because this we have not done, so you will not understand. Calcium carbonate. The chemical name of baking soda is, just now we have done. What is the chemical name of baking?
Sodium bicarbonate.
Yes. So write down sodium bicarbonate. Two methods by which rusting of iron can be prevented are
paint coating and galvanization. Zinc and paint. Zinc and paint.
paint, painting and galvanization. That is called as galvanization. Okay. Covering. I'll write it. Wait. You will write prevented are painting and galvanization. Galvanization is covering iron with zinc. Okay.
Paint coating and galvanization.
So what have you written?
Paint
coating. Painting is also correct. Changes in which only dash properties of a substance changes are called physical changes. What will I write over here?
And shape for
Physical properties. Physical properties change. Okay. Shape, because physical properties में सारा कुछ आ जाता है. Shape and temperature, all those things. Changes in which new substances are formed are called
chemical
change.
Yes. Next question is, when baking soda is mixed with lemon juice, bubbles are formed with the evolution of a gas. What type of change is it? Tell me.
It is a chemical change because new substance is formed.
Because a new substance, carbon dioxide, is formed. Okay. Evolution, bubbles ka matlab hai gas is formed. So a new substance, a gas, which is carbon dioxide, is formed. So you can lemon juice.
Now there is gas in bubbles also. That bubbles.
Bubbles is coming out. That means it is gas. Okay.
Air, bubble.
So air is also a gas, right? So यहाँ पे bubbles are formed with the evolution of a gas. So that means it is a gas formation. So gas formation means leads to chemical change. Okay. Questions you already have. So when a candle burns, both physical chemical change take place. Identify these changes. Give another example of familiar process taking place.
I didn't know what another process.
Another process, you can say digestion में you have two processes.
Can you give this one answer?
Candle physics, we have discussed so many times. Physical change is melting of wax, chemical change is burning of gas with evolution of CO2, and digestion of food you can take physical changes when you are breaking down, when you are chewing. That is your physical change, right? Breaking down bigger food particles into smaller particles with the help of your teeth. And chemical change is digestion by action of enzymes. So that is another example, digestion of food. Okay.
Is digestion is chemical and physical in
both? Yes, digestion mein both is taking place because digestion involves chewing also, right? Chewing se start hota hai digestion. So chewing mein you are breaking down bigger particle into smaller particle. That is physical change. And when the enzymes act on the food particle, that is chemical change. Okay. So that is an example of physical.
Ma'am, we don't change this.
This I have not given you, so don't write this. How would you show that setting of curd is a chemical chain? You will just write a new substance is formed. So don't write it because I'm not giving it.
not there.
Okay, don't write this full sentence. Just digestion of food, put it in your own words. How it is physical change? Chewing, you will write. Chewing likho ya larger food particles into smaller one. And chemical is digestion of food by action of enzymes. Okay. Done?
Done, ma'am.
Only these many questions were there. Some more questions I have given.
Yes, ma'am, you're giving more. 6 and 7.
This one was there. Explain how painting of an iron gate prevents it from rusting.
No, ma'am.
I'm not given
And
this.
there was a question like why is cutting wood into
So
pieces
if
a
this
physical
question
change?
comes, you can write by why, because it does not, because the iron does not comes in contact with oxygen and moisture, so that is why rusting painting prevents rusting of iron gate. Okay. This I have given. Explain why rusting of iron
Yes.
object is fast. What have you written? Who has written?
I
What
don't
will be the
think
answer?
Ma'am,
coastal area.
ma'am,
Yeah.
explain why rusting of iron objects is faster in coastal areas than in deserts.
Ah.
Because on coastal areas there is moisture in the air, and
Correct.
because like it is wet, so the iron gets rusted.
Faster. Okay, because more water vapor is there, water ke contact mein aake hi rust takes place. So that is the correct answer Abdullah gave. Rusting of iron requires water, moisture, oxygen. Coastal area, humidity you can say, moisture you can say, is more in comparison to that in deserts. So rusting of iron is faster in coastal areas. Okay, is it clear? The reason is moisture is more as compared to desert, so that is why. Now this also I gave na. What will
Yes,
be the
ma'am.
answer for this?
And process is a chemical change.
The gas we use in kitchen is called LPG. In the cylinder it exists as a liquid. So A, first, second, third, fourth, which one will be the answer?
Ma'am, both processes A and B are chemical change.
A and B. What is A? A is it is changing into gas, liquid changing to gas. Is it a chemical change?
No, ma'am, it is a physical change, ma'am.
It will be to change. A is a physical change. Okay, then it burns. So change B is a chemical change.
Yes,
Burning is a
ma'am.
chemical. So
So
which will be the
A
answer? No, A
A
is
is
chemical.
so B, ma'am, 2 is the answer. B is a chemical
Yes,
change.
only 2 is the answer. Process B is a chemical change. Answer for this is
Ma'am, but
B.
how a liquid changes to gas? You said when gas is involved, then it will be a chemical change.
But gas is not being formed. Gas is already there in the, see, it is called liquefied petroleum gas. So in the cylinder, it is in the liquid form. Okay, at a high pressure. Okay, now when it comes to your through the to the burner, when it comes out of the cylinder, it changes into gas. Okay, the temperature, you know now, temperature change hone se solid, liquid and gas change hota hai, right? So the liquid, changing of liquid into gas is what? Vaporization na. So when it changes into gas, it is a physical change. Kabhi bhi melting, condensation, evaporation, all these are physical change. Okay, boiling, all these are physical change. But cooking,
Ma'am, so when
burning,
it comes out, there's a new substance formed. Right?
no new substance is formed. Same substance, gaseous form. न्यू सब्सटेंस नहीं बनता है. इट इज नॉट अ न्यू गैस. ओके, द सेम लिक्विड जैसे वाटर, वाटर वेपर में बन जाता है ना, इट इज नॉट अ न्यू सब्सटेंस. इज इट क्लियर? वाटर व्हेन बॉइल्स it changes into steam, so it is not a new substance, it is same substance other form. So same way LPG का gaseous form है ये. Okay, liquid form से gaseous form, so it is a physical change. Answer is second one. Other questions also I gave. This one was the last question.
Ma'am, for sixth question, you had given a question.
I have given twice. Twice, na?
No, the sixth question was that why when cutting wood is physical change and burning wood is a chemical change.
What is the reason? Tell me. Why I have not written. So tell me.
And what was the question?
Ma'am, burning of wood is a chemical change because there are chemical properties taking place in it, and cutting of wood is a physical change because there are no chemical properties.
You will say cutting of wood में only cutting of wood is a physical change and burning of wood is a chemical change. Why? In burning of wood, In physical change mein to you have said correctly ki only physical property is changing, right? No new substance is formed. But in burning of wood, new substances are formed. Like when you are burning, gas is formed, gas evolves, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, right? So burning of wood is a chemical change because new substances are formed, and it is irreversible. Okay, it is irreversible, whereas cutting of wood, only the physical property changes and a new substance is not formed, although it is also irreversible, but still. Okay, is it clear, all of you, everyone? Yahya, did you understand the questions? Now complete it and submit it before Monday. Fine, you'll be able to do this, all the questions.
I can submit it today, ma'am.
Ma'am, there are total 7 questions.
How many questions are there, Amina?
8.
8 questions are there. One question is repeated, so no need to do it again. So 8 questions are there. One more question you can add, this question: explain how painting of an iron gate prevents it from rusting. This is also important. How painting of an iron gate prevents it from rusting. You have to say painting. Because of painting, you prevent the contact of iron with oxygen and water, and this helps in prevention of rusting. Okay, so just write down this question: explain how painting of an iron gate. This is your classwork question, you can write in classwork also. Explain how painting of an iron gate prevents it from rusting. Okay, so with this we complete the topic of combustion. Okay, so we have done chemical physical change, reversible, irreversible, and combustion, third topic. Fourth topic, we are going to do separation of substances. So now today I'll not start, we'll just have a little bit of introduction. See, these are the questions which I'll be giving you in the next week homework. Okay, so we'll have discussion on in fire also, fire and combustion. This is clear to everyone. Soda acid type fire extinguisher. Okay. Now this is, so many pictures are there. I'm going to, this is your mostly used in chemistry lab. These are the things which we use in chemistry lab. So there are, and this will be using in our next topic. So I'll just give you the introduction. What are these things? Okay. Okay.
What is the
Everyone
next
knows
topic?
it is separation of substances. Okay. Next subtopic. In your book, all the topics are together in the same chapter. So we are doing just one by one. Okay, can you tell me what is the first thing? You all of you know what is the first thing. This one. What is it?
Magnet attraction.
So it is basically magnet. Okay. किधर गया? Okay, so this is magnet. What is this called? Next picture. What is this called? Have you seen it anywhere?
Yes, ma'am, I have seen in videos, ma'am. It is there for
Funnel.
ma'am, it is there for filling small
Yeah.
holes and all.
Liquid putting somewhere in a small mouth bottle if you want to put something down, so you use this thing. What is it? Do you know what is this?
Ma'am, that is a measuring liquid cup.
Ma'am,
Beaker.
beaker.
Measuring glass.
It is not a
Beaker.
measuring cylinder.
Beaker,
We call
beaker.
it beaker. Okay. What is this? This
And
is
sieve.
sieve.
Ma'am, that is a safe.
Sieve, you can say to both.
Ma'am, this one is also a
Honey.
safe.
Honey हिंदी में बोलते हो, but it is sieve.
Gas.
Okay, this is called as Bunsen burner. Now, whenever we have to heat something, we use Bunsen burner. Okay, so you can see over here when you are using Bunsen burner. So this is your flame coming out. You can see this is called as whole thing is Bunsen burner. How do we use it? This is called as tripod stand. ये जो stand है, इसको, because it has got 3 legs, तो इसको बोलते हैं, this is called as tripod stand. You can
Ma'am,
see
it is in the shape of a triangle.
not triangle, this one I'm telling you, this one. Then this is called as wire gauge or wire mesh. This is a small rectangular type of thing because you cannot put it directly. This is a beaker. In the beaker, melting of ice is being shown. Okay, so or boiling of water, whatever. So you can see that this Bunsen burner. So whenever you have to heat, we have to make this type of arrangement in the lab. Okay, a Bunsen burner, a tripod stand, a wire gauge, and on that, whatever you have to heat, you will put it on it. Okay, what is this called as? This is when you have to, this is
Bowl.
called
I'm bold.
crucible. This is called as crucible, and this is called as triangular flask also, you can,
Substance.
or conical flask also, you can say conical flask or triangular flask. Okay, okay. So now we'll be using all these things in separation of substances. Now, do you know why do we need to separate substances? Suppose we have mixture of something. Okay, when you go to a vegetable market and you buy so many vegetables together, ठीक है, उसमें आलू भी लिया, उसमें भी, उसमें टोमेटो भी लिया, उसमें अनियन भी लिया, उसमें you take lady finger also, and you don't, if you don't take it separately, if you have only one bag, what you will do, everything will be mixed together. Okay, so at home when you come, why do you want to separate it? Why is separation required? Separation of mixtures, why do we need that?
Ma'am, because for cooking food, you cannot cut, if you need a tomato, you cannot cut a potato and put it in there. The taste will be different.
So that
And,
in that
and,
particular
the,
example,
and the nutrients of the tomato will also be not there. The nutrients of potato will only.
Ma'am,
yeah,
ma'am, can I go to washroom?
yes, who is asking? Muhammad? Who is asking? Muhammad, or who is asking this?
Ma'am, Mohammed, yes, Mohammed.
Okay, go. So why do we need to separate things? See, in library also, if all the books are mixed together, so will it be easier for you to find a particular book?
No, ma'am.
All the subjects mixed together, no, na. So why do you need a separation? So
Ma'am, to make it more organized.
more organized, more easy to use. Okay, if you want a particular, suppose you want want one science book, so you'll go to the science section and you will see which class you want, and you will segregate because it is arranged accordingly, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3, and you will take out the science book for grade 7. So it makes your work easy also. You have seen your mother cooking rice. Sometimes what happens, when your mother separates rice from some small stones are there, so you have
Yes,
to separate.
ma'am.
Otherwise it is impure, it cannot be cooked. So to
Ma'am.
make things, to purify things, you need separation, right?
Yes.
Separation of substances. Yeah, yes, Munir.
And for that separation, we use a sieve, no, this kind of.
Correct. So there you use sieve. So different type of separation techniques
ma'am.
are there, which we are
This
going
kind of sieve we use for that separation.
we use that. In atta also we use that, na? Floor we use this type of sieve. So these are the various things. Where do we use this magnet in separation technique? Where can we use this magnet?
Ma'am, we can use it to separate different nails.
You can use it to separate a magnetic, if you have a mixture of magnetic material and non-magnetic material, you can use magnet to separate that.
Ma'am, like if you have a non-magnetic nail and there are some, the small particles that are attracted to magnet, and it is dipped inside it, so you can just put a magnet and all the all that small things will be attracted, and then you will get that nail.
So that is why where will we use this? See, I'm going to ask you in the next class, everyone, where do we use these things in separation? Okay, because we are going to discuss about separating mixtures. Okay, so this is just an introduction. How do we use it and where do we use
But
it?
how this beaker is a separation tool, ma'am? It is a measuring tool, right?
It is a beaker, and if you see, when you are boiling something, how do you separate salt from solution? Salt solution. How do you separate? By
To
evaporation.
Yes, you can dissolve salt in water.
Dissolve salt and water, and you have to separate salt and water separately. How do we do that?
Like
Abdullah, can you answer how do we separate salt and water from salt solution?
Ma'am, we can what do we take? We can boil it so the evaporated, ma'am. So we can get salt and water different.
Correct. So that process, for that process, you need beaker, you need Bunsen burner. Okay. So for those,
Yes.
okay, we will study in detail in the next class. For today, you just remember, so these are the things we are going to use in chemistry lab. We use it and we'll be using it for separation techniques. Okay. Now, where do we use it? That we'll study in the next class. Okay. So I'll end the class today a little early.
Bye.
Time is over. Okay.
Bye, ma'am.
So
Thank
for
you,
next
ma'am.
class, complete your homework, everyone.
Okay.
Bye and Happy New Year to
Hello,
all.
Isa.
Happy New Year
Happy
and
New
Merry
Year,
Christmas.
ma'am.
Bye, ma'am.